It is time to stop talking and start playing baseball for the last time in Season 3. It is time for the Season 3 SBA Championship Series here on this channel. It's been a very, very, very fun season, but unfortunately, one team of these two talented rosters is going to have to lose. We'll see who comes out victorious tonight. Off to a wonderful start. Anyways, we're gonna go right into it. All gas, no brakes here. Mario Stadium, home of the Bowser Monsters, as they will be the home team here for the first two games of this best of 7 series. So here we go. Let's go with the Bowser Monsters first. This is the team that has just defied all odds. Talk about a redemption arc for multiple people on this team. You look at Dixie Kong, you look at Boomerang Bro, you look at Bowser. This is the team of redemption. Team Man Bombs Race Copy. I will say the Wario Muscles will give them a run for their money. But you have to assume that the Bowser Monsters are the heavy favorite going into this game. I mean, you could have made so many people the X Factors. I went with Dixie Kong. You could make it Blue Critter, Dry Bones, Boomerang Bro. All of them have had factors in, this entire series. So, see what happens. And then here come the big bad Wario Muscles. What can they do? Can they take out Goliath? Can they, with their team, reach the mountaintop? Yoki and Blue Toad. We want to make sure that we have no issues with these rosters. We want this to be as perfect as possible for the situation we want to put ourselves in. There we go. Need Dry Bones to that catcher. There you go. Blue Dry Bones, Petey Piranha, King K. Rool. This is a very, very stacked roster. And they've gotten to this point, but the Bowser Monsters have just been better. That's how much of a historically dominant season that they've had. Can they come out on top? And you have the Bowser Monsters, who are just proficient in every single category. It really has been a season to believe. I moved away the picture. Yeah, I got you. I'm assuming you cut Rex Beavers. Who's first in this? Dry Bones. Then it's Bowser. Then it's Boomerang Bro. Then it's Blue Critter. Then it's Boo. All right, it is time for the SBA Season 3 Championship Series. Who will come out on top in this best of 7? "101 games of baseball leads us to the SBA Season 3 Championship Series. And as a famous wrestler once said, to beat the man, woo, you have to be the man." The opposite way around, to be the man, you have to beat the man. And this is a giant test. Number 1 and 2. This is basically Goliath versus Goliath. The number 1 seeded Bowser Monsters versus the number 2 seeded Wario Muscles. This is going to be a high stakes matchup. Both teams severely talented in all 3 facets of the game, and they proved it in the playoffs. But who will come out on top? For the Bowser Monsters, this has been a story of redemption for a bunch of different players. And for Mushbrain, he's finally reached the mountaintop after a frustrating first 2 seasons in the league. We'll see what happens here. But now here comes the Slugger of the Year. 2 times this time, and trying to go for it all. It's King K. Rool. That's deep, and they can make the grab finally. Misjudged it for the moment, but Dixion gets there in time. Someone we said who is going to be an X factor in this series. Brown Critter now up to bat. Someone who has been really been on a little bit of a hot streak as of late. Will have to continue to be on that hot streak in order to give the Wario Muscle a chance in any of these games in this series. Grab there by Blue Critter will be a quick defensive outing there for the Monsters. Talking about the Monsters, talk about redemption. You look at Dixie Kong. Not seemed as a good player the first 2 seasons. Boomerang Bro was in the conversation for least valuable player last season. And Bowser was playing second fiddle on a team that got eliminated in the first round last season, a la DK Wilds, after Jay Jettis got fired midseason and Jalen took over. Jalen took Bowser and a bunch of other ragtag misfits and led them to the promised land. Here comes Bowser with a hit, but that's going to be foul. And hit there again from Bowser. He's going for it all. He wants to start off the series on a hot note. And they make the grab barely. Blue Toad. And here comes Boomerang Bro. Was not good last season. And a redemption arc for the ages. He's all of a sudden been almost one of the best players on the team, probably 2 or 3. But now here comes Blue Critter, the defensive player of the year for season 3. We'll have to get the Bowser Monsters off to a hard start, but here comes Pablo, makes the grab. That outfield preventing those errors is going to be the biggest difference maker for both these sides. Tail to tape between both these teams. It was both games actually went to the Bowser Monsters, but only by an average margin of 1.5. So these are definitely going to be close games. What a grab there from Blue Critter. Rex Beavers has taken over as the pitcher here for the Wario Muscles all season, and it has been pretty good. That's why the Wario Muscles were able to get that 2nd seed. Him being good on offense could be a huge X factor. He gets a single there. Blue Noki. Up the bat, looking to try and generate some offense. Won't be able to. Thanks to Blue Critter. Boo's going to be able to grab it. And he actually able to get a base hit there. Dixie Kong. Talk about a story of redemption. Seen as at most a complimentary piece all season, and all of a sudden was in the running for comeback player of the year if it wasn't for Diddy Kong. So here comes Jimmy, an all-star as well. Jimmy over to that right side. This time it's going to be caught by Brown Critter. But now there's runners on 2nd and 3rd. Bobby now up to bat. Some of the rookie Miis were all-stars this season. Specifically, Jimmy was really good as well. And the Bowser Monsters will get on the board first thanks to Bobby. Some people asking in the YouTube chat, why isn't Bowser's castle being used? Well, when we did the stadium free agency bid, they got Mario Stadium, which has, you see a double play there and they'll get out of it. Muscles will prevent further runs, but out of the stadium bids, 2 teams get in 1 stadium each that can do day and night. And they got Mario Stadium, which was infamously known as not a good stadium for a home field, but Bowser Monsters proved that wrong. No gimmicks, no problem. Looking on base first here. For the Muscles, though, looking to try and respond here in the top of the third. Here comes Pablo. Another rookie. He's had his ups and downs, but overall has been a very complimentary piece. There in the center field. That's a great base hit. And that'll get 2 runners on. And they're going to go for the sacrifice bunt here. Or at least attempt to. Will they fall for it? And it will work. So they do get the out at first, but that advances runners to second and third. Very smart play there. So now here comes Petey Piranha, the MVP of Season 3. And a star hit over to the far side. Petey Piranha. He's an MVP for a reason. That's going to be 2 RBIs batted in. They were expecting a home run hit. They weren't expecting good disciplined hitting from the Muscles. Pablo gets there just in time. Muscles take the lead. And shockingly, early on, we are going to have a pitching change. And Yoshi has been a great reliever in the second half of Season 3. And he's going to have to be to give them as best shot as possible. King K. Roll gets on first base, so 2 runners on, still 1 out. That sacrifice button looking to actually be very beneficial. Hit there from Brown Critter, but that will be foul. And hit again there from Brown Critter. He wants it all, but he's not going to get it. Brown Critter just goes for the base hit and will not get it. Thanks to the Defensive Player of the Year. They will switch sides. And as we have a moment here, make sure you tune into the SBA by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the post notifications. We are ending Season 3. And after a little bit of break, Season 4 is on the horizon. So make sure you join the Discord for all your updates on the SBA. And there from Dry Bones. He'll get it started off for the Bowser Monsters. Bowser looking to give his team the lead right back. And here comes Bowser. That's a deep shot to center field. Can they get back there in time? Yes, they can. Pablo with a fantastic grab. That ball was tattooed to center field, and Pablo said, no, no, no. And here comes Boomerang Bro. It's going to be up to him to see if he can get a home run as well. That's a line driver to right field, but that'll be foul. And hit there over to that right side. Oh, and Brown Critter misses Petey Piranha. And we talked about it. Sometimes the nerves for this Muscles team gets the best of them. And errors happen, especially in the infield, sometimes in the outfield. Now here comes Blue Critter. Deep shot to center field. And they make the grab. Bailed out again by Pablo after the error. Pablo stepping up in this series when his teammates are struggling. Now here comes Boo. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Looks just to get on base, but goes right into the mouth of Petey Piranha, and they'll switch sides. But we talked about the Wario Muscles and their errors. The error of their ways, for lack of a better word. They have been definitely struggling when it comes to the holding on to the ball, when it comes to ball security. But if they can limit that, they have any chance, as good of a chance to beat this Bowser Monsters team. Going the other way, but I mean, when you have the Defensive Player of the Year, making plays like that is going to be a little difficult. But Blue Critter's going to have to make those plays. A hit over the middle this time Rex Meavers will be the second out, thanks to Dixie Kong. And here comes Blue Noki. And they'll just get the out. Very defensive-oriented series from both sides, and the Bowser Monsters will look to try and claw back into this game. It's going to have to start with Dixie Kong, see if she can get on base. Needs some good base hitting to try and inch your way back into this series. And that's not exactly what you need. Wario. Call him the center of mass for a good reason, my goodness. He dove for that ball and the ground shook. But now here comes Jimmy. And Jimmy trying to go over the head of Pablo will not work. Here comes Bobby. Not an all-star, but definitely was in the candidacy thanks to the voting system. But he will try and get on base, and that's exactly what he does. Now here comes Yoshi. Had a team in Season 1, funny enough, with Mushbrain. Season 2 was sort of a second fiddle. And oh, again! That's 2 errors for Brown Critter! Already up to a rough start, Brown Critter. We named him the X Factor going into this game. And he's the one struggling to get off the ground. Here comes Dry Bones. He's going to have that ball go down. They're going to try and get the bunny throw off. They miss it! Yoshi's going home! The Bowser Monsters take the lead! Unbelievable stuff. And can Bowser help take that confident jump and give them possibly a 3-run deficit? No, but that's going to be a great base hit over into the corner. And that's going to make it a 2-run lead for the Monsters. You expect a lot of home runs from both these sides, but it's been defense and quietly sound base running that have given all the runs so far. Now the Bowser Monsters have the muscles on the back foot here in Game 1. Two quick strikes, but Rainbow will look to get on base, and that's exactly what he does. Now here comes Blue Critter. Rex Meaver's starting to get a little tired, so look for Wario to possibly come in. Hit there from Blue Critter. Trying to go for it all, but that's going to be a pop fly. They will change sides. It could have been way worse, but not the good start if you want for the muscles. That second Brown Critter error turned out to be detrimental, and has given the Bowser Monsters the lead right back. In this best of 7 series, taking that Game 1 lead really puts the momentum in your favor. And oh my goodness, Blue Critter! He's the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. Hit there, this time over the middle by Pablo. He will get on base. Here comes Blue Dry Bones. Trying to force Yoshi off the mound and have them bring in Bowser so that he can get to the last pitcher. Hit there over to the left side, but that'll be foul. Pablo on first base. Only 1 out, and now going to make it 2 runners on, 1 out. And here comes Petey Piranha. Can change fortunes on a dime, but they're not going to be able to. A bad hit from Petey Piranha turns into a double play thanks to Blue Critter. But the Wario Muscles are going to have to play perfect defense in this back half of the lineup. Rex Meavers is going to come out and they're going to throw in Wario. Wario has been a good reliever for this team. But can he be the difference maker and keeping this a 2-run deficit? And hit over to that right side. This time it's being caught by Brown Critter. Hit there over the middle. This time Dixie Kong will get on base. So 1 runner on, 1 out. You know, up the bat, the All-Star, but can't get Dixie Kong to second. So they'll change sides. A great defensive outing there for the Muscles. And you want to talk about heavy hitters, emphasis on heavy. That's what you got to get with these next 3 at-bats. Gonna have to start with King K. Rool. He's gonna have to get the momentum going as there's only 2 more innings left. That's a hit from the right side for King K. Rool! Just like in the Season 1 Championship Series, he's stepping up in big moments. It's a 1-run deficit. Here comes Brown Critter. Looking for back-to-back, and that ball is gone! We're tied! And then here comes Wario. Momentum has switched all the way to the Wario Muscles, and we're just going to see a star hit there. And that's going to get Wario on base. Rex Meavers. Up the bat, over to the left side. This time it's going to be caught by Boomerang Bro. Now here comes Blue Noki. Trying to keep the on-base momentum at a high pitch, but that will not happen. The momentum has fully shifted into the Wario Muscles' favor, but the Monsters will have 2 more chances to try and get some runs. Bobby. Trying to push momentum back into the Monsters' favor. Hit there. It's going to be easily grabbed by Petey Piranha. And star pitch is coming out for Wario, knowing the severity of the situation here in Game 1. Hit over the middle this time, and it's caught by Brown Critter. Making up for his earlier errors, his earlier mistakes. And you could put yourself in a real good position going into the 7th if you can make this grab. That's a deep shot over to left field! And that ball is caught. They will change sides. Wario Muscles know what they need to take the lead. They just need 1 run and perfect defense. But if you're the Muscles, you need as much of a cushion as possible. You would like a lot of runs if you are a Muscles fan. And hit over to the right side. And Blue Toad will get on base. Blue Toad has been quietly one of the better hitters here for the Wario Muscles, especially with contact hitting and just getting on base. They are going for the potential steal. They don't get it. Double play. An unbelievable play there from Blue Critter. Definitely the MVP if somehow, some way, the Monsters win this game. He has been absolutely diabolical there in the infield. But Blue Dry Bones is on base, and here comes Petey Piranha. Gonna go for the deep shot here. Goes all the way to the wall, and Blue Dry Bones will get the third. And here comes King K. Rool. Trying to show shades of how he won with the Diddy Monkeys in Season 1! That ball is gone! Somewhere Coach Jackie Moon is smiling down on King K. Rool. They're gonna make a pitching change. And hit there. We'll go in the gap again. They're still at 2 outs. They can't get out of the top of the 7th. And the captain keep the momentum in the Wario Muscles' favor. Just continue to get on base. This time it'll be caught by Boomerang Bro. So the Bowser Monsters know exactly what they need. They need 3 runs to tie and 4 runs to win Game 1 in this best of 7. Can Bowser start off the momentum here? Going the other way. And here comes Bowser. That's a deep shot to left field. Gone! A fantastic start for the Bowser Monsters, but they still need at least 2 runs to force extra innings. And Boomerang Bro over to that right side. He'll get on base. Here comes Blue Critter. And hit there over the middle. That's going to be going all the way to the wall. And Boomerang Bro will get to third. The game-tying run is on first base. To the back half of the lineup, the Monsters go. They got to hope for a fantastic base running. They're going for the steal. Is this going to be the move? It's going to be a pop fly, and they get the double play! An absolute terrible call by Coach Jalen. Here comes Dixie Kong. Down to the last out. Now you need to play perfect baseball. And hit there for Dixie Kong. They survive for one more at bat, and they get the run that they need. It is 7-6 in favor of the Muscles. Jimmy, the All-Star. Could end this game. No, but Brown Critter is going to be the player that ends this game! From 2 errors to walking in! The Muscles take Game 1 from the Bowser Monsters home stadium! King K. Rool, your MVP, but can he keep it up for 3 more games? That is going to be the main question. A fantastic day for the Wario Muscles, but just a bad 7th inning preventing you from getting the runs you needed. And especially Jimmy, a big fat 0. That's not going to help him out in the series. But with that being said, the Wario Muscles will now lead this series 1-0. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. 3 more. Could we see a upset sweep here? That would be absolute cinema if somehow, some way that happened. Once we get over to Wario City for those 3 games, if we need that 3rd game, anything can happen. Anything can happen at Wario City, so getting the games at Mario Stadium is probably your best bet. Thanks for the commentating course. Anytime, man. Anytime, friend. You know it. I'm here for it. I know he seems like the back of my fucking hand now. I lied. No, I didn't. A little bit of a brain fart. There we go. No, wrong critter. Gosh darn it. There we go. All right. Boom, boom. I want you in my room. We're spending the night together. Bro, that's what the SBA. I also just think you stress yourself out a lot, Kizzy. You and Mushbrain. That's what I like about this league is that people take this league so serious to the point where like it gets to the point like where you might have like heart palpitations. Like it's crazy. No, cry. It's fine. I mean, I don't even see comment. Well, the guys, can we take a step back? Yo, 200 subscribers is fucking nuts. Holy shit! Thank you guys for 200 subscribers. Actually insane. Like actual madness. Thank you guys. I don't even know how we got here. I'm gonna keep it a buck G. I don't know how we got here, but we did. So thank you. I appreciate all the support. Blue critter, stick queens. All right. At this. I don't know why they do the slam. It's so weird. Why did they put King K. Rool at shortstop? Anyways, that's mostly me with my alt account. I knew it. You're there. Mushbrain, I know you're big. I know you love competition and you love wanting to win, but the one thing I expect from you and I expect from the rest of the people in the SBA is I expect it to be fair. You know? I expect it to be fair. All's fair in love and war, but we want to make sure it's fair at the end of the day here in the SBA. Anyways, it's time for game 2. For the first time in this season, the Bowser Monsters have lost their 2nd game during Season 3, and it was at the hands of the Wario Muscles in Game 1. Can the Wario Muscles potentially take a 2-0 series lead going back to Wario City? That will be the main question. Bowser Monsters will start on offense here in Game 2. Can Bowser start it off right? And that's going to be a deep shot over to the left field. And that ball is gone. That ball was nowhere close to being caught. That's revenge. That's revenge for Mushbrain hurting my feelings as a commentator. It's 2-0. Here comes Blue Critter. Hit over to the right side, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. And Blue Critter will get on first base. And just a bad hit there from Boomerang Bro. PD Piranha is going to do all the work himself to get the double play. Here comes Boo. The Muscles looking to try and help out the situation, but Boo cannot get it past the MVP. But not without the Bowser Monsters getting 2 runs to start off. They're looking to correct themselves after the terrible loss. After the 3-run jolt there in the 6th inning. Got the Wario Muscles in front and they never looked back. It was close because it was a 7-6 victory, but and just a hit over the middle for Blue Dry Bones, and Blue Critter's going to be able to make the easy grab. Very unorthodox hit, but now here comes PD Piranha. Hit there over to the left side, but that'll be foul. And just a bad hit there from PD Piranha. 2 bad hits to start off for the Muscles. But the real MVP of the game in Game 1 was King K. Rool. And he'll continue, he's gonna have to continue to be without the rest of the stars that have been playing. PD Piranha has had his moments on the defensive side, but it has not worked out for him. So no runs there in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second. Dixie Kong. Hit over to the left side, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Dixie Kong is going to make it to second base. The All-Star Jimmy had the game on his back and was not able to capitalize. And trying to get the out at first, they do! Even with the star hit, Jimmy gets out at first. What a throw there from Blue Noki. Bobby helps him out and will get on base and now make it 3-0 for the Monsters. One runner on, 1 out though. Still a lot of momentum in the Monsters' favor. And hit there from Yoshi. This time it's going to be grabbed by Brown Critter. Double play that they needed. The Muscles will go back on offense. Brown Critter looking to right his wrongs from the 2 errors he got in Game 1. And he did a really good job in the back half of Game 1 to secure them the victory. But can he continue that momentum? Bowser Monsters would not like to go down 2-0 in this best of 7 series. Brown Critter gone! Line drive, left side! They cut into the lead, it's 3-1. Now here comes the captain. Wario trying to hit over to the right side, but that's going to be caught by Bowser. Rex Beaver's now up to bat. They're looking to slowly itch their way back into this game. Blue Critter can't make that grab. They can't get the out at first, so Rex Beavers will make it. Here comes Blue Noki. This time it's going to be caught by Boomerang Bro. They'll get the double out that they need. So back on offense, the Bowser Monsters go, looking to increase that lead. Dry Bones. Hit over to the right side. And then we'll get on base. And hit there from Bowser. That's just going to be a pop fly. Dry Bones will go back to first base. That will be an out. Blue Critter. Now up to bat, the defensive player of the year, and we'll try and get on base, but it will go right to Pablo's glove. Ever since the 3 runs been scored, good defense there for the Muscles. And hit there from Boomerang Bro. That's to the right side, but that will be foul. And hit there again. This time it's going to be grabbed by King K. Rool. The Muscles know that they need to lock down defensively, give themselves any chance of potentially taking a 2-0 series lead, and that's exactly what they're doing. Bowser Monster's off to a strong start, but the Wario Muscles will look to try and slowly claw back into this game. And here comes Pablo. And over to the right side, that'll be fair. 2 runners on, no outs. And hit there from Blue. Dry Bones will try and get on base, will not be able to. Runners will stay on first and second respectively. 1 out. Dry Bones starting to get a little tired, so can Petey Piranha help capitalize? And hit there from Petey Piranha. That's deep to left field. That ball is foul on the left side of the foul pole line. And they get the out. Oh my goodness! Home run just to the left of the foul pole to a pop fly turned into a double play. What a defensive shift for the Monsters. And hit there from Boo. That's deep over the left field, but that'll be foul. Hit there again. This time it is going to be caught by the Captain Wario. And hit there again from Dixie Kong. This time it's going to be fair. Right on the foul line. Jimmy, the All-Star, now up to bat. This time it's going to be caught by Petey Piranha. He'll just do the double play himself. That's what MVPs do. The Wario Muscle will look to try and slowly claw their way back into this game. They gotta turn to the veteran presence of King K. Rool. And just a hit over the middle just to get on base. But can he get there in time? Slow to get there, but is safe by the hair of his chinny chin chin. King K. Rool now on first base. No outs. Here comes Brown Critter. Was integral in the outstanding win in Game 1. Can he get another home run here in Game 2? Deep shot, but this time it's going to be caught by Dixie Kong. Here comes Wario. Dry Bones definitely getting a little tired. Something to look out for. Hit over the middle. Blue Critter can't grab it. So 2 runners are on. Rex Meaver is over to that left side. They're going to be able to get the double play that they need. They will change sides. The Bowser Monsters holding on to this 2-run lead. Can they increase it? It's going to have to go to Bobby, who's been kind of better than Jimmy, even though Jimmy was an all-star this season. Something to monitor as he gets on base yet again. Yoshi now up to bat. Hit there. Oh my goodness, to the left side. But that's going to be a pop fly. Almost a home run. but not enough. Dry Bones now up to bat. If they're smart, they'll just go for the contact hit here. Instead, they're going to go for the potential all the way! Being bold gets you rewarded in the SBA. Dry Bones makes it 5-1. It's on the cusp of being a rout, and thanks to Bowser, it just might be. That's another shot over to left field. Gone! Rex Meaver shrugging, telling him, what do I do in that situation? Absolutely disgusted is Coach Mushbrain. Blue Critter will get on base, still only at 1 out. The Bowser Monsters came to play and are telling the Wario Muscles, we ain't going down without a fight. They only lost 1 game in the regular season for that reason, because of how resilient this team has been. They will go for the pitching change and throw in Wario. Still 2 runners on. Only the 1 out though, so you gotta be super careful. And hit there from Boo over to the corner. There's a chance that they may be able to score a run off this. Blue Critter, it's gonna be a close call, close play, and he gets it! 7-1 Monsters! A hit there from Dixie Kong. Goes into the outfield again. Trying to go for that buddy throw. They miss it. 8-1 with runners on first and second. Only 1 out. And hit there from Jimmy. They try to get the out and try to prevent the run score, but instead just gets the out for Jimmy. Here comes Bobby now. Wario desperately just trying to get out of this inning. And hit there. Luckily being out, and they'll switch sides. Not before the Bowser Monsters make a statement here in the 5th inning. And hit there from Lunoki. This time it's going to be caught by Boomerang Bro. Drybone's getting tired though. They'll probably bring in Bowser sooner rather than later to prevent a potential collapse. Oh my goodness, that's a deep shot for Blue Toad! That ball is gone! Talk about unsung heroes! A home run for Blue Toad! And they saw that, they're like, yeah, let's switch out the pitchers before it gets any worse. Yoshi comes in, who's been an excellent reliever this playoffs. See if he can keep the Bowser Monsters with this lead. 2 outs early on, though. You gotta hope for a magical run here. Especially if Blue Drybones can get on base. If it's a pop fly, you still have Petey Piranha. Bottom of the 6th, but he will be able to get an at-bat appearance thanks to Blue Drybones getting on first base. 6-run game. Knowing this Wario Muscles team, they are not completely dead yet. That's a deep shot over to the right side, but looks like it's going to be caught. And that ball is Dixie Kong, a fantastic grab. She's been fantastic all game long. And the Bowser Monsters will go back on offense. Yoshi will start for the Bowser Monsters. They're looking to get some insurance runs. They're in these last 2 innings. 6 runs seems like a lot, but we've seen comebacks of the same fortitude here in these playoffs. Yoshi gets on base, so here comes Dry Bones. Let me get on base as well so that Bowser will try and get the potential of 3-home run and really ending any chance of a comeback. Can Bowser shut the door here on game 2? We'll go for the start pitch. Does not fool Bowser, just a hit over the middle. It'll be caught by Pablo. This has the makings of being a potential 7-game series, which is how wonderful it's been. And if this score holds, the Bowser Monsters one will force us to get games going on Saturday night. Something to definitely look out for. Pablo makes that grab. And for the Wario Muscles, the MVPs have kind of been the outfield. The outfield has really been turning it up, especially on the defensive side. But can they do it again here? That's a deep shot over to right field. Pablo and Blue Noki back to grab it, and they do. And here comes King K. Rool. Looking to try and help the Wario Muscles get back into this game, but that slightly increased right side of the wall, it's a little further out than others. Hitting it to that scoreboard would actually probably be your best bet, or any sort of line drive. And here comes Brown Critter. Yeah, a bad hit. And bad hitting in the bottom of the 6 is not what you needed. After this game, they will go to Wario City for Game 3. The Bowser Monsters doubling them in hits. It has just been one of those nights with the Bowser Monsters where everything has gone their way and nothing has gone the way of the Wario Muscles. So, Bowser Monsters looking to just try and hold on to this 6-run lead. While the Wario Muscles trying to play perfect defense. Keep it at a 6-run deficit and make it still attainable. We've seen comebacks of 6 runs before. It's not impossible. But see what happens. And hit there from Dixie Kong. This time it is caught by Petey Piranha. Double play that they desperately needed. And here comes Jimmy. Last guy up for the Monsters if they're able to get this out. And hit there for Jimmy. This time it'll be caught by Pablo. The Wario Muscles know what they need. 6 runs to tie and 7 runs to win this game in the bottom of the 7th. We'll have to start with Rex Meavers. Can he get on base? Yes, he can. You're going to need a lot of good base running from the back half of your lineup to have any chance. Someone like Blue Noki is going to have to get on base, and that's a hit or miss depending on the situation, depending on the day if she feels like it. Only 9 hits on the day, and hits like that will not help out. Double play down to the last out. So 2 outs. Bluto will look to try and get on base, and that's exactly what he does. Keeps the Wario Muscles alive for at least one more at bat. Pablo going to get on base himself and will. the top half of your lineup. It's borderline improbable, but there is a chance. You need a very fantastic hit from Blue Dry Bones. That goes all the way to the wall! They will get 1 run score. They are not dead yet. 5-run game. Here comes Petey Piranha. Looking to continue the momentum here for the Muscles, and that's exactly what they do! Petey Piranha's gonna get bold and go to second and make it. Is this finally a comeback of the ages, or would this be false hope? This would be the biggest comeback in SBA playoff history, if ever attained. Up to your top players if they want to step up. King K. Rool's going to have to be that player. They're going to go for the deep shot. Center field! Can they get back there in time? Yes, they can! A crucial play for Dixie Kong. And the Bowser Monsters will starve off the comeback and win Game 2 and make it a 1-1 series. A valiant effort late in this game by the Wario Muscles, but if only they were like this the entire game, maybe they would have had a better chance. But Dixie Kong, MVP, she absolutely deserved it. 15 fielding, 16 batting, she was all over the place, and it was just not enough for the Wario Muscles here in Game 2. With that being said, going to Wario City for Game 3, the series is tied 1-1. Oh boy, it's time for RNG Stadium. RNG Stadium. We'll see if this is the move. The rosters. Time for Game 3. Someone could take a 3-1 series lead, or we could be tied 2-2 going into Saturday, which would be very suspenseful. I would be all for it. Wario City, though, home of the Wario Muscles. We'll see if they can capitalize. Also, if you want me to make certain lineup changes, just let me know on the fly. Or just DM me on Discord, because that would probably be the better way to do it because of the delay on YouTube, so... Mushbrain, send it in Discord DMs. Send it in Discord DMs. So the delay is gonna be too big. I'd rather you just tell me in DMs because the delay. It's like a 10 to 15 second delay. I'm just no. Ooh, okay, switching K-Rool and Brown Critter. That's your big move. Ooh. Edmonton River Rats legend Mushbrain making the move. The Rats got to the championship game one time. What turned to a best of 7 has now quickly turned into a best of 5, both teams winning a game in games 1 and 2 respectively. The series is tied 1-1 as we go to Wario Stadium for game 3. Wario Muscles will start up at bat, which will be key for the later rounds later innings if they're able to capitalize on their momentum. Blue Dry Bones gone! What a start! The Muscles feeling it early. That's a 1-0 lead. Here comes Petey Piranha. Get over to the left side. This will be caught by Jimmy. A quick batting change, a quick lineup change. Brown Critter now in as the third batter. And the sewer playing a factor! Gone! Sands Red Sox, gotta love that dirty water. It's 2-0. Lineup change already working wonders. Now here's a shot over to the left side. And that will be a catch by Jimmy. But what a start here for the Muscles. Here come Wario. Wario looking to swing the momentum in his favor, but Bobby will make the grab. What a start here for the Wario Muscles, and the Bowser Monsters now will go up to bat. Can they hold on to this 2-run lead? There's still a lot of baseball left to be played. That's going to be a pop fly, and Pablo will make the grab. Bowser now up to bat. Rex Maver's looking to lock in for the Muscles. Go for the slap hit. Something we do not usually see out of someone like Bowser, and Bowser will get to second base. Boomerang Road now up to bat. We'll go with the star hit. And somehow Petey Piranha makes the grab! Elevating and accelerating! They say when pigs fly, how about when plants fly? My goodness, what a grab there from Petey Piranha! Hit there over the middle from X from Evers. He will get on base. The Wario Muscles looking to build off this lead after a Game 2 win by the Bowser Monsters. They're going to look to try and capitalize on this momentum. 2 runners on. Blue Noki gets on base. Here comes Blue Toad. He's been an excellent contact hitter. Can he continue his ways? And that's not going to be the case. Can they get the double play? Yes, they can. Rex Beavers does advance to the third, though. He's going to rely on Pablo. Pablo, hit there, just goes an easy grab for Blue Critter, and they'll switch sides. This Bowser Monsters team is sort of built off their defensive identity, but 2 quick home runs from the Wario Muscles has completely shifted that. They have not really been playing from behind most of the season. They've played a lot of close games, but usually they're in the front runner. They're usually in the front runner seat for it, but we haven't seen them trail in a lot of games. But the games that they have trailed, they've won. They only have 1 loss in the regular season. Now 2 losses in general over the entirety of Season 3. They did play a lot of close games, though, against the Mario Fireballs, who has been a team that has had their number. So you knew that this was going to be a good series against the Wario Muscles. And there from Jimmy over to that right side, my goodness! Talk about an all-star snub. What a grab from Brown Critter. Blue Critter up to bat. And hit over to the left side. And Blue Dry Bones get on first base. Didi Piranha now up to bat. And hit over the middle. That's going right down Main Street. Gone! A night drive more like a line drive. Center field hits the top hat. It's 4-0. Bowser's going to come in over Yoshi. An executive decision here by Coach Jalen. Will it pay dividends? Hit there from Brown Critter all the way to the wall, and he'll get on first base. K. Rool now up to bat. Trying to make it 6-0. That's going to be a deep shot over to left field. You can kiss that ball goodbye. An unbelievable start for the Muscles. It's 6-0. For lack of a better word, the stars are aligning for the Wario Muscles here in Game 3. And hit there from Wario over to that left side. It'll be caught by Jimmy. So here comes Rex Meavers. And to continue the momentum for the Wario Muscles. He'll get on first base. And here comes Blue Noki. And hit over to the right side. Oh, what a grab there. That's a double play. And they'll switch sides. Finally getting out of the inning. It was a rough one. But the Bowser Monsters will look to respond. They have yet to score a run this game. And hit there from Bobby. That's deep over the right field. Can they get back there in time? Yes, they can. Courtesy of Blue Noki and Pablo. She will try and get on base. Will not be able to. 2 outs early on for the Bowser Monsters. All momentum is swung in the Wario Muscles' favor. And hit over the middle this time. Dry Bones working on first base. Bowser looking to just shift some of the momentum in their favor. It's going to have to be here. And can that ball drop? No, but Blue Toe will make the grab. For the first time, it feels like, in general, the Bowser Monsters have been stymied on offense. A quietly impressive feat here by the Wario Muscles early on, and their defense has to be credited for it. And just a base hit by Pablo. Probably an accidental bunt, but it worked out because Toad advances to second. So Blue Dry Bones. The first home run of the game. Trying to go for another one, but that'll be foul. Now Bowser realizing the severity of the situation. That's going to be a strikeout. And here comes Petey Piranha. What a grab there from Blue Critter. Finally, they get out of the inning. Looked a little dangerous, but they get out of the fourth unscathed. And here comes Boomerang Bro, looking to give the offense a little bit of a spark. It has been, without question, a very, very rough start here for the Bowser Monsters in Game 3. And hit there from Blue Critter. That's deep over to left field, and then all of a sudden the arrows play a factor. Runners on second and third, no outs. Luckily, Toe was there to grab it. And hit there. We'll go to Brown Critter. They'll get the double play. Hit there over to the left side. Dixie Kong will be able to get on base. And oh my goodness, Dixie Kong could be potentially going for a triple here and make it. We knew this stadium's hazards were going to be wacky, but a quick triple by Dixie Kong, 1 RBI in, could be the difference. And hit there from Jimmy. This time it's over to the right side. Goes past Blue Noki. They tried to go for the buddy throw. They're waiting on it. And Jimmy will get the second. And here comes Bobby. That's going to be a shot right down center field. And that ball is gone! Got robbed earlier in the night. Comes back with a ball right down Main Street. All of a sudden, it's a 2-run deficit for the Monsters. And hit over the middle. This time it's going to be caught by Brown Critter. They'll finally get out. But a 4-run rally here by the Bowser Monsters has made it a way more uncomfortable game for the Wario Muscles than they would like to be in right now. But your stars are up to bat. This is the best chance of trying to increase that lead. And it's going to probably start with Brown Critter. He's going to try and go for it all. But but Dixie Kong will make the grab. King K. Rool now up to bat. He's going to go for it all, this time over to the right side. And they're just going to watch that ball go! Oh, how the turntables! Mushball has affected the monsters! They re-increase the lead to 3! Bowser, very angry about that result. And oh my goodness, that's going to be a hit from Wario deep to right field. Gone! Red light usually means stop, but in this case it means home run. It's back to a 4-run game. And hit there will be an easy grab there for Dry Bones. Now for the monsters, they're just trying to get out of this inning as soon as possible. Prevent more damage. And hit over to that left side. He will try and get the first base in time, but will not be there. So back to a 4-run deficit for the monsters. You kind of expected that with the superstars that were up, but can they respond? Rex Beaver's starting to get a little tired. Will that potentially play a factor? Here comes Bowser. Hit over the middle. This is going to go for the fair ball. Oh my goodness, trying to get the out at first. What a throw there from Pablo. Getting a lot of unnecessary heat and criticism. But over the middle this time, it will be fair. A lot of good base hitting for the monsters. And now Blue Critter's going to have to be responsible for a possible Grand Slam opportunity. Going to be up to Blue Critter. No more for his defensive prowess. But can he show up on offense in the playoffs? Hit there from Blue Critter. That goes all the way to the arrow. And that's going all the way to the wall! The hazard playing a factor. 2-run score. They're going to try and get 3. It's going to be a close call, close play. They get it! A 3 RBI double for Blue Critter! An unbelievable shift in momentum, but can they keep it up? They're still at no outs. They have a chance of possibly getting another one here, but Blue Critter will stay at third. Wario's starting to use the star pitches. Knowing how desperate the situation is momentum-wise. Hit there for Dixie Kong. This time it'll be caught by Petey Piranha. Runners on first and third. Jimmy up to bat. You're going to need your all-star to step up in this situation. Try and make this a tie game. Can that ball drop? Noki makes the grab. They try to get the out at first, but Boo makes it back in time. It goes back to Bobby. Had a home run earlier in this game. Could we see lightning strike twice? And they try and go for the steal attempt, and they get focused on Blue Critter, but now Boo's on second. Now they're going for the butt here. Can they get the out at first? They do. Very questionable call. Does not work out for the Monsters, and the Muscles will go back on offense. They were ready for it. And what could have been a tie game now is still a one-run deficit for the Monsters. Bowser knowing the severity of the situation. Blue Toad had a home run earlier in this series. Tried to go for it again, but this time it'll be foul. And hit there from Blue Toad. He will get on first base. Bowser already getting tired, but they still have Yoshi yet to use. Something to look out for. They will get the double. No, they will not get the double play! Unbelievable that Defensive Player of the Year just made an error. I do not believe what I'm just seeing. And here comes Blue Dry Bones. Deep to right field. Gone! What a drastic change of events! And is that the dagger for the Muscles? Forced to throw in Yoshi earlier than they probably wanted. They're still at no outs. And Blue Petey Piranha is gonna make it 12-7! Unbelievable! What a turn of events! Brown Critter trying to get it off and probably go for the home run. But what a just terrible, terrible inning here for the Bowser Monsters. And here, King K. Rool! And that ball is gone! It's turning into a splattering! Take the Bowser Monster score and multiply it by 2! Finally, they get the first out of the inning. Here comes Rex Meavers over to the right side. That'll be fair. And hit over the middle. Blue Critter will make the grab. And finally, they're out of the inning. But not after a unbelievable electric run here by the Wario Muscles. 6 runs in the top of the 6th, and that may be just enough to beat this Bowser Monster team. They gotta get some runs scored here from the bottom of the 6th to give them a shot to potentially win this game. And hit there, we'll go right to Petey Piranha. Nothing for Yoshi. And hit there from Dry Bones. He will get on base. Leadoff hitter knows his responsibilities. And now here comes Bowser. You need momentum to shift in your favor. You need to get Wario a little frazzled on the mound. Bowser. to help the monsters get back into this game. That's a deep shot, and that's caught by Pablo. Here comes Boomerang Bro. And just a bad hit turns into an out. The last out that they need. And then all of a sudden, this is just stalling for time and just holding this lead. But it's looking more and more like the Wario Muscles will win this game. Star pitch is being used here for Yoshi. That ball's hit foul. And that one will be caught by Blue Critter. Bowser Monsters are going to have to play perfect defense to try and fight their way back into this game. And there from Pablo. Again, it's Blue Critter stepping up. And here comes Blue Dry Bones. Hit there over to the left side. Will go off the arrow, and Jimmy's not there to grab it. Blue Dry Bones is going to go all the way to second. Here comes Petey Piranha. Looking to put the nail in the coffin. Here for the muscles. Hit there over to the left side, but that's going to be a pop fly. The Wario Muscles tried to do it in game 2. They got 3 runs, almost close to the rally of 6 needed, but now you need 7. 7 just to tie it. Here for the Bowser Monsters. And Blue Critter to the left side, he will get on base. In the back half of the lap, so we're going to need excellent base running, so that way your stars can come up to bat. Can they catch lightning in a bottle? No, but Brown Critter can catch a double play! The best non-all-star in the SBA. He's been absolutely dominant ever since those first 2 errors. Call it the Baby DK effect. Here comes Jimmy. Over the middle. They will not be able to make the grab. For the Bowser Monsters, they're going to have to play perfect baseball. And hit there from Bobby. Over the middle. Base is loaded. Nowhere close to this being exactly where you need to be, but just a base hit from Yoshi. Gets the top players back out there for the Bowser Monsters. Yoshi's going to be the difference maker, and he's going to get on base. 1 run will score. It's a 6-run deficit now. You need a lot of stuff to go your way if you're the Bowser Monsters. And we're getting back to the top part of your lineup. Is exactly what you needed. They're going to go for the pitching change. Who will they go with? This is going to be really detrimental depending on who it is. They're going to go with Brown Critter. Brown Critter is now on the mound. Wario got too tired. Was this the right move? Hit there. Star pitch all the way to the corner. 1 run will score. They're going to try and get 2. They will. 4-run deficit. You still need Lady Luck to bless your team in this situation. They'll have to start with Bowser trying to make the grab. They can't. Runners on first and second. And Boomerang Bro with a home run would tie up this game. A redemption arc for Boomerang Bro. Was not seen as a good player in the slightest last season. Can he defeat that moniker? No, he can't! King K. Rool elevating and accelerating! And the Wario Muscles will win Game 3! Lady Luck ran out of clovers, and the Muscles will take a 2-1 series lead going into Game 4. Blue Drybone's the MVP. This has been a fantastic series nonetheless, with all things considered from both these sides. And after Game 3, the series will be Wario Muscles 2, Monsters 1. I'm telling you right now, Mushbrain, I've had times where like I've broken as a commentator before. Never in my life have I gotten to the point where I was like, bro, we didn't see MVP in points. Oh, I forgot, my bad. Oh well. Oh, dude, it's fine. Honestly, like the MVP in points, like doesn't matter as long as we know who the MVP is. That's fine, dude. Mushbrain going, dude. These back-to-back messages by Mushbrain. Oh, good heavens, my word! And then afterwards he goes, "Fuck, a plague on your house, dude." That's up there with like stuff that broke me as a commentator. I had to mute the mic and like step away. Like not step away, but like sit back from the microphone. Oh, that was just. Whatever you do not chat got leaked. Chat didn't get leaked. Shut up. I know, I saw everything you guys see, but like a plague on your house. Like, it's the fact that Mushbrain sounded 40 years older than what he actually is. That's the part that I thought was absolutely hilarious. So it's a best of 7, but only games 1 through 4 today, and then games 5 through 7, if necessary, are tomorrow. Looks good. Oh, is it a permanent change, Mush? I forgot to ask. Is that, I'm assuming after how the game went, it's a permanent change. Putting Brown Critter third hole? Third hole? Is that what they call it? Third in the batting line? You know. Whatever. Let's be a guess when we'll start. Yep, permanent. Got it. Change it in lineups if you can, please and thank you. Shock and awe. Somehow the Bowser Monsters have their backs against the wall. It is game 4. The Muscles have a 2-1 series lead here in the SBA Season 3 Championship Series. The Bowser Monsters will look to try and get off to a better start than last time. They were stymied for all of about 5 innings before they finally realized that they were a baseball team that was the #1 seed. Looking to potentially come back and do even better than before. See if they can do it. Bowser will get all the way to second, though. A good start there for the Monsters. One runner on second with 1 out. Boomerang Bro. They almost had the comeback, too. Very close game in the end when it comes to just the comeback in general. And it looks like they're going to try and get the out. At third, they will not be able to. So 2 runners stay on. So here comes Blue Critter. Looking to get the Bowser Monsters off on the right note. We'll go for the base hit. That's exactly what they needed. But Bowser does not go home. Very interesting. So it's still bases loaded. Only 1 out. And hit there. And that will be caught by Petey Piranha. Double play that they needed. And hit there over the middle for Blue Dry Bones. Blue Dry Bones will get on base first. Bottom of the first, the Muscles going to try and get off to a good start. And hit over the middle there. Oh my goodness! What could have been out at second, but the bad chemistry between Dixie Kong and Blue Critter now showing. Here comes Brown Critter. That will make it bases loaded. No outs. And hit there for King K. Rool. Over deep to the left side. That's going to get 1 run scored. Can they get 2? No, they can't. They tried to get greedy with 2 runs off the King K. Rool hit, but the buddy throw is in time. There for Wario, the captain. Brown Critter is going to get bold and go home and potentially make it. He will. Muscles make it 2-0. Here comes Rex Meavers. Pitching has sort of been a non-factor for both these sides. It's really the reserve pitching that has been the highlighted factor. And oh my goodness, trying to get the out. They tried to get the out at home, but it was way late, so Wario was able to get the third. Another run scored from the Muscles. A great start here. Off to a bad start for the Monsters. You do not want to be down in the series 3-1 going into tomorrow. That would be detrimental. And Wario's going to get bold and try to go home and make it just in time as well. 4-0 in favor of the Muscles. Yoshi forced to come in earlier than he wanted, as it is the bottom of the first. But the Wario Muscles are in a fantastic spot. And oh my goodness, the double play they needed helps them get out of the first inning. And usually the first inning is just a bad rut, and then usually they're able to lock in for the last 6. But 4-0 deficit is going to be tough to come back from. They're trying to even up the series going into Saturday night. Hit there from Dixie Kong over to that left side. That's going to be fair. Barely. Jimmy now up to bat. And Jimmy will try and get on base. And will be able to. But Dixie Kong did not run. Dixie Kong did not run to second base. So 1 out, still a runner on first. Here comes Bobby. And hit there. This time it's going to be a double play thanks to Brown Critter. Fantastic defense for the Muscles. Back on offense, the Muscles go. We'll see what they're going to be able to do. And hit there. Over to the left side. Boomerang Bro will make the grab. And hit there from Blue Dry Bones. That'll be an out. And hit there. Blue Critter will make the easy grab, and the Bowser Monsters will go back on offense. Here comes Yoshi. Bowser Monsters looking to get off to a better start than they have in past, but Yoshi cannot get on base. Blue Toad able to grab the ball. So here comes Dry Bones. And that'll be an out there. 2 outs early on, so to generate offense, you gotta look towards your superstars. It's gonna have to be Bowser. That's a deep shot to center field, no doubt about it! Death taxes and Bowser home runs that no one can grab. It's now a 3-run deficit for the Monsters. Can they get Rex Meavers out of a rhythm? That's going to be the main question. Force them to throw in Wario early like they forced Yoshi to come in early. It there will be fair, and that's the last out that they need. But not before they're able to get a run scored. And the Wario Muscles will try and continue their offensive wrath. It was not able to do it in the second, but they could easily do just as much. This is a very, very talented roster. Here comes King K. Rool. And hit there from King K. Rool. Dixie Kong can't make the grab. Can they get the out at first? No, they can't. Very close, but King K. Rool got there. Here comes the captain. We'll look for it, and that will be caught by Dixie Kong. Rex Meavers. 1 runner on, 2 outs, so you got to be super careful Already at 2 outs, though. Yoshi get him out here, and that's going to be a nice and simple grab there for Blue Critter. The Bowser Monsters have been playing perfect defense since the first inning, something that we were expecting. But can their offense follow? They were able to get a home run from Bowser in the third, but that's really been the only source of offense or source of life in general we've seen from this Bowser Monster team. Blue Critter will look to try and swing that momentum in the Bowser Monster's side, and that will be a foul ball over to the left side. And hit over to that left side, and Blue Critter will get on base. Blue will be up to bat. And continue to be a very good contact hitter. And just over the middle. This time it's going to be caught by Brown Critter. Can they get the double play? Yes, they can! Fantastic work from Brown Critter. Hit over in the middle for Dixie Kong. Try to go off the arrow. Not able to, so that's just going to get her on first base. Here comes Jimmy. And hit over in the middle. And that's going to get 2 runners on. Here comes Bobby. We've seen the heroics before, but we're not going to see him this time. Could have been a bases loaded situation, but Bobby could not get the ball into the field. So it will still be a 4-1 lead for the Wario Muscles. The back half of the lineup that goes for the Muscles. It's going to start with Blue Noki. Trying to hit over the middle, and Blue Noki will get on base. And hit over in the middle again. So 2 runners are on quickly for the Muscles. Hit there by Blue Critter. Can they get the triple play? No, they can't, but a nice solid double play there from Blue Critter. Here comes Blue Dry Bones. Blue Dry Bones trying to continue the momentum for the Muscles. That'll be foul. And hit over there to the right side. Bobby's there for it. To prevent the MVP from getting up to the plate. Now the Bowser Monsters are going to have to rely on Yoshi, Dry Bones, and Bowser to try and ignite some offense here for the Monsters. Down 2-1 in the series. They're looking for some sort of sign of life. A 2-2 series is way easier to come back from compared to a 3-1. And hit over there to the left side. That will hit the arrow, but Blue Noki was ready for it. Bowser now up to bat. And we'll just try and go for the home run ball. Instead, it will be a line drive out over to left field. So 2 outs early on. Boomerang Bro's going to have to at least try and get on base or try and get a home run. That's what you're sort of hoping for him. And what a grab there for Petey Piranha! Flapping his wings to get up there. A fantastic grab, and the Muscles have a chance to really close out this game. Only the bottom of the 5th, but with how this game has gone, you could absolutely expect this could probably be the kill shot if they weren't ready for it. But Jimmy is ready for that. We'll get the first out. And hit there for Brown Critter. And that will just be a high fly ball into center field. 2 outs early on. Here comes King K. Rool. And here comes King K. Rool. Bobby gonna try and get back there in time. Can they make the grab? No, they can't! He saves all his energy for the playoffs every single time. King K. Rool makes it a 5-1 lead for the Muscles. And now here comes Wario. This time it's going to be grabbed by Blue Critter. They'll get the out. They kind of expected one of the superstars to make an impact. It's still an attainable deficit, but letting one run up is not what you wanted. And hit there. Oh, it goes through Brown Critter. Brown Critter's been super hit or miss on this series. Very good on offense, but not as good on his defense. Sort of like the polar opposite of someone like a Blue Critter, who's really good on defense, not good on offense. So... 2 runners on early on. And hit there for Dixie Kong. Will go off the arrow and Blue Toe was not ready for it. Can they potentially get 2 runs scored, but instead Blue's gonna stay at third. They make it a 3-run deficit. No one has yet to get out yet. They're going to have to use those arrows to their advantage to give them any chance of getting back into this game with how this game has gone on the offensive side. And hit there for Jimmy. That's deep. Over to right field. Can that go? No, that's foul. Unbelievable. What could have been a 3-run home run turns into a single RBI. It's now a 2-run deficit, but they could have made it a tie game. They will not go for the change yet on pitching. They're letting Rex Meavers go for it. They're going to try and get home. Yes, they can. It's a sacrifice bunt. Runner gets the second, but they make it a 1-run game.
Wario time.
Smart heads-up play there for the Bowser Monsters. And Yoshi, they're going to try and get the out at first. They do. Jimmy does advance to third, though. But back to the top of the order. Bowser Monsters have a chance to really put some pressure on the Wario Muscles.
Wario time.
Wario going for the star pitch. Misjudged it. And here comes Dry Bones. And hit to the outfield. Oh my goodness! The MVP does it again! Giggling like he's Steve Urkel. Did I do that? We're in the bottom of the 6th. And hit over to that right side. Bobby will make the easy grab. And hit there over into the outfield. Blue Noki will get on base. Gotta be super careful if you are the Muscles. Some insurance runs would definitely be beneficial since there's only a 1-run deficit. And Bobby just lets that one go. Just watches it fly. And Blue Noki will get all the way to third as a result. A little miscommunication there in the outfield, and now here comes Pablo. And hit there. And will be a grab by Boomerang Bro. And they try to get the out at home, and they can't. Should have just went for the out at first. And as a result, it's still 1 out. But now it's a 2-run deficit yet again. Trying to grab it was Jimmy. And they try to get the out at first. Its base is loaded. With how this game is gone, can they put the nail in the coffin? That's deep to center field. And that ball is out. Unbelievable. Dixie Kong makes the grab. It's a 3-run game now, but could have been way worse. Brown Critter now up to bat. 3-run window here for the Wario Muscles. Trying to hold on to this lead. And there from Brown Critter will go over the head of Boomerang Bro. Will they try and go home? They won't go for the bunny throw, and all of a sudden it's a 4-run game. Nice disciplined base running here from the Muscles may have just secured them game 4. Talk about nails and coffins. Can it be King K. Rool? No. Bobby will make the grab and the Bowser Monsters will go on offense for the last time. They need at least 4 runs going into the bottom of the 7th to keep it tied. He's going to have to start with Bowser. And hit there from Bowser, trying to go deep over to the right side. Can they make the grab? No, they can't! Bowser will get the scoring started here for the Monsters. It's a 3-run deficit. Goodness, even the broadcast shook from him celebrating that home run. My goodness. And hit there. Boomerang Bro will not be able to make the base hit. PD Piranha has been absolutely fantastic on the defensive side this series. That is the first out that they need. Wario trying to close out this game here for the Muscles. And hit there for Blue Critter. That's over to the left side. That could be caught as a foul ball, and it will be. Blue Critter tried going for the home run, got greedy. And now the back half of the Bowser Monster lineup is going to have to try and save this game for Coach Jalen. Hit over the middle. Who else? PD Piranha! And the Wario Muscles will take a 3-1 series lead going into Saturday night. King K. Rool, the MVP. The Muscles are on the brink of glory. And the Bowser Monsters has really just been Bowser, Blue Critter, maybe, and no one else. Dixie Kong has tried everything she could this series, but it has not been enough to this point. And now for the Bowser Monsters, they're going to have to win 3 games in a row to win the SBA Season 3 Championship Series. My name is Commissioner Crow, and we will see you guys tomorrow night for Game 5, possibly 6, and possibly 7. See you there. Do not... Much brain. What are we doing? But what a start here to the SBA Season 3 Championship Series. We will be back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Bowser Monsters was able to win a game, but we may still be without a winner from a number 1 seed. We'll see what happens, but we'll see you guys tomorrow night for games 5, possibly 6, and possibly 7. We will see you guys then.